Kitchen. This is Chef Poul. With me is Chef Amy.
Hi.
Alex couldn't be with us today because he likes his bed too much. It is what it is. Alright, so we're going to be making a dish in honor of our late friend of ours, Leon. I don't know where you are, if you're still alive. Hope you are, buddy. We miss you. We've been thinking about you. So today we're going to be making some lo mein, but we're going to do it our style. A little bit of revenge on you, buddy, for the times that you sat and you made our pizza into lo mein. And yes, he could do that. So we got 1 pack of chicken breast, and I'm going to lightly salt this with no salt, not real salt. You hear that, Jess? A little bit of apple cider vinegar. Now I would prefer to use some cooking wine. For whatever reason we're out. I didn't realize it, and I don't feel like running to the store right now just to grab that. A splash of soy sauce. Now, word of the wise, soy sauce is pretty salty, so this is our one guilty thing that we're putting in here. So I'm going to mix this up in here, and we're going to set this aside because we're not going to need this for a little while. Now, I would always recommend getting a box of gloves. I mean, these are great. I love these. I love getting my hands dirty, except I don't really want to get my hands dirty. Why? Because, well, it's disgusting. Amy does, but...
No.
But you can sit there, you can massage your meat, you can massage anything. You can cut your onions and not have to worry about getting it over your fingers. So that's our... that is our
Chicken.
our chicken, so we're gonna let that here. Now we're cooking our noodles, and I don't want you to pay any attention to what we're doing here because well, you can, you show them, but to the audience, I don't know how much that is. It's what we have left of regular soy sauce, and we've had this for a couple of years, so we use it. This is how we're cooking our noodles. Now, depending on what type of noodles you're going to use, it's going to have different directions. So it's not going to be the same as what we have. So I also bought a box of pre-julienne carrots. Easier than doing it yourself. I got a thing of green onions cut at, I believe, about 2 inches. Half a cabbage and 2 large onions cut very thinly. Couple tablespoons of oyster sauce. And I know it seems a little weird to most people, but oyster sauce is actually pretty good. Especially good for a lot of Chinese stuff. And I'm going to use a good heaping, probably maybe as much as maybe a 1/20 of a cup of sweet soy sauce. It's Dutch. It's got a lot less sodium.
It's really good.
Now, to anybody like us who has to be concerned about your sodium levels, I would consider getting that because it's and give this a good mix. When this is done, this has to fry, or this is ready to be fried.
Ready to be.
Okay, so we don't need this. I have a pan that I like using for literally everything. This is one of my absolute favorite pans. Now, what do I want to cook first, Amy? What do you think?
Vegetables?
All right. Doesn't make too much difference because guess what?
Or chicken and then vegetables.
We can do vegetables.
All right.
It doesn't make much of a difference because we do need oil because otherwise your apartment's going to start going a little crazy. Gonna smoke up really quick. So I'm gonna let this heat up a little bit here. This, believe it or not, is not a really hard dish to make. It's not. It's actually pretty easy. It's pretty pretty fast, actually, believe it or not. And you're going to notice here that the noodles themselves are not going to take that long to cook. I think that should be enough of that. And we're going to add our onions in. And you know what the best part about this is, guys?
It's easy.
It's super easy, and this means that Amy has a lot of cooking or a lot of cleaning to do after. Amy likes to clean.
Will it all fit?
It will. And if not, we can put everything in 2 pans.
I gotta grab that.
I will grab that in a second. I'm not sure. We may need to call maintenance for that burner.
Yeah. Well, you just turned on the top one.
That's the back one.
Yeah, the back one doesn't work.
Oh. Let's get that confirmed then.
I don't think it does anyway.
So I'm just going to boil these. Like I said, this is not an indication of what you're going to be doing with your noodles. Everybody's noodles are going to be a little different than what we're doing.
No.
So I'm going to let that heat up and I'll use that one. So this is not a big deal.
Yeah, because it's still green onion too.
Green onion, I'm not cooking that.
Oh, that's going on top.
That's just going, well, it's not going on top, but it's going over it, but I don't want to cook it. Alright, so for now, we're going to cook this not until it starts caramelizing, but just burn it nice and soft. And we want this to be nice and cooked too. Now for the meantime, I got a big bowl in here I need cleaned out. So I'm going to have Amy clean that, and then we'll be right back when we're ready to continue. Thank you. Welcome back. So one thing to really pay attention to, guys, and I want Amy to take a quick look over here so she can see, so you guys can see how this looks. This is the right texture, and you have to be really careful here because number one, cabbage, once you start cooking it down, it's going to cook down. So you have to pay attention. You just can't walk away, do a million other things and come back, because what's going to end up happening, once you do this, this is going to cook all the way down, and they won't have much left, and then you'll be cutting the other half of the cabbage. And then if you do too much of this, it's going to start to caramelize, and then when Amy or somebody else goes to take a bite of it, it's going to taste too tender. It's just not going to taste good. It's going to taste like shit. So you really have to make sure that when you're doing this, and honestly, this shouldn't take very long to cook. That should actually be quick. The longest thing that we're going to have to spend time cooking on here, and the biggest issue we're coming across, is because we only have one large burner. We're going to have our maintenance guy come up and fix that, but due to busy work schedules and stuff like that, that doesn't always happen. It is what it is. So this is going to take a little bit of time to cook down, and that's not a big deal. Then we're going to shove that right in there. And don't do what I just did, because that was stupid. So we're heating the pan up here, and I think I need a little bit more oil. And guys, I know that we got to preach about not overusing oil because it's not good for you. But at the same time, if you don't have enough, you're gonna cause everything to smoke out, and that's not good either. So there has to be a healthy balance. All right, so I'm gonna put our chicken in here, and then what Amy would tell you every single time: never ever use. If I'm gonna use this spatula for this, don't use it for your chicken. Like, never ever do that, because it's going to cause you issues. Because I touch chicken with this, and then I go over and use it with that. Someone's going to get salmonella, and that's not a good thing, right? All right, I think this is good enough. What do you say, Amy?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, it's worth investing in a nice stick-proof pan. It really, really is, and I'll tell you why. Amy, how hard is it to clean that?
It's not.
It's super easy, isn't it? It's great. Now, when you got a stick-proof pan, here's the deal on this. Don't scrub it with shit. Just a little bit of soap, water, a cloth. That's it. Best investment you ever make. So here's a lowdown on this. Cook this down until it's completely cooked. And when this is all cooked, now, if you want to Americanize this a little bit, make this more Canadian, put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it. It's not going to hurt anything. It certainly won't be Chinese, but it'll still be pretty good though. So we're going to be right back as soon as we got this, as soon as this is all cooked, and then we got one more thing left to do. That's noodles, and then Amy can get a little bit of food in her, because Amy works grapes tonight, so it's going to be a little difficult for her that way. So I want her to go to work on a nice full stomach so she can power through a difficult shift. Not difficult work, but it's hard to stay awake all night. We'll be back. Welcome back. So now we got the chicken here. What do you think, Amy?
It looks good.
Now, if you want to lean on this, what you want to do is you take some Chinese, or even better, Indian chili flakes, and you just pepper those on there. Like, just absolutely pour them in there. It will make them hot. Unfortunately, we're not going to do that. Amy would be super happy. I would not. I totally would not do that. I couldn't handle it. Now Amy, the queen of spice, she loved it. Now, most people tell you just dump this into another container, and I'm going to tell you, don't be stupid, because that's just really stupid. Because that's just going to make a big mess. And I want to reserve a lot of this juices, because this is going to help our noodles. And we're almost done. Like, seriously, this does not take a whole long time. Now, we use chicken breast for this. However, if you want to be a little bit more risque, you can actually use something more in tune to chicken thighs. Or if you have ground chicken, or you've got some turkey that you want to get rid of, you can do that. I mean, honestly, with the low man, it's kind of one of those things that it's really up to your imagination. Like I said at the beginning of the video, our old roommate Leon, he would literally take our homemade pizza, or heck, actually go any of our leftover pizza from Peter's. He'd sit there and he'd just turn right into a friggin' a nightmare of low men from our pizza. It's like now, this is the first time I'm using these noodles, but they kind of looked entertaining, and I'm kind of feeling like maybe we're using too much. That's all right. We are definitely using too much. So what am I going to do? I'm going to remove some of them out of there, and we can figure something else to do with this. I can get Amy, I've got some stock left I don't know what to do with, and I can figure something out to make Amy some chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, that would work.
I think Amy would like that. The one thing that I deprive Amy of, and that's her soup. Amy likes soup. Poul does not.
No.
I like chowders, but I do not like soup. Now, a little trick in here too is if you add a little bit of oil to this will keep it from separating. Alright, so you remember that sauce we made some time ago?
Yep.
Yep. Now we're going to put this in here. Amy, tell us a little bit about your grandmother's soup.
Really flavorful.
What's it called?
Oh, I don't even know what it's called. Scotch.
Amy knows what it's called, but she hasn't had it for so long she forgot. It's been a while since she's had it, so she doesn't know what it is. And later on she'll get to work and, oh, that's what it was called. That kind of thing happens when you haven't had something for so long. And actually, you know what? I think we need a little bit more. Okay, that should be good enough. So you want to take some time, and then you want to make sure you're distributing the sauce over all this. Man, that's dirty. You don't want the noodles to be to have one noodle that's extremely soaking wet, and then one that's dry. How's that smell, Amy?
Really good.
Okay, now I'm gonna put the chicken in here. Now for serving, we're gonna make this really, really easy. We're going to take a bowl and we're going to fill half with the noodles and half the noodles and chicken. Then we're going to take a spoon, we're going to spoon some chicken in, we're going to mix it up. How's this look, Amy?
Really good.
I mean, I'm kind of excited to eat today. It's summertime. Summertime, Chef Poul does not like to eat. Summertime, Chef Poul gets yelled at and fought with by Amy all summer long to eat because Chef Poul won't eat. And it's not because there's nothing to eat. It's because it's too hot for Chef Poul to want to eat. Okay, so maybe I'll get a dish for me when that's cleaned. All right, so just to make this nice and simple, see, nice little portion there. And then I'm going to come over here, and I know I had these already here. Okay, so one thing I didn't really do adequately enough.
You need to mix?
Need to mix. Because it's one of those things I don't want to bite in and just have a one big mouthful of one thing. So you gotta mix, guys. then what Amy's gonna do is we're gonna take some Tupperware and we're gonna do exactly this until we got a bunch of things that are mixed. So now, last step. I'm just gonna take a spoon and we're gonna, or a fork in this case, we're just gonna give this a good mix. How's this look, Amy?
Really good.
Are you excited now?
Yep.
I'm going to turn the heat off on that because we no longer need that. I mean, does that not look amazing?
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. So I'm going to do some research on Amy's favorite soup. And it really is her favorite. She's just not had it since she's been with me because I don't make soup. So unfortunately, it's the one thing that I kind of think that she probably bends over and prays for is like, I wish Paul would make me my Dutch soup. I know you do it. Chuck Paul's so mean, he doesn't make me my soup. Oh, I turned that on. Okay, now it's turned off for real. All right, so please hit the like, share, subscribe button. We really appreciate, oh, wait a minute. I didn't really intend to cook any of this, so it's not like Amy's missing out on anything really. Okay, now we're done. But please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Visit www.poulskitchen.com. All our recipes are on there as well as our books. And we're pretty soon going to put a bio on there for Alex, for Amy, and me, so you can learn a little bit more about us and our real personality. Amy is a lovely person. I don't want anybody to think that Amy can't cook. Amy's actually a really good cook. Come Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter, when it comes to turkeys, I won't touch it. Amy does all that. Yeah. Amy does a lot of cooking in this house. It's not always Chef Paul, as much as I like to tell everybody that it is. It's not, and that's the God honest truth on that matter. I do a lot of it, yes, but Amy does do her portion of cooking. Amy just doesn't always come up with a whole lot of ideas that she wants to do very often. Sometimes she does, but that's mostly my thing. Amy's more, well, we need to eat something, so let's do this. I'm more of, oh man, I want to make this, I want to make this. That's all I like to do. So until next time, look forward to that on our website, and thanks for coming by. Stay safe.